Now, some parents don't fight the education blob. They escape it, pull their kids out of school and teach them at home. Homeschooling was once unusual, but as more people realized how bad the government monopoly is, more left it. 1.5 million Americans are now homeschooled. Most go to college. Most do better than the other kids in college. So how does homeschooling work? Well, some parents act like teachers in a classroom. It's very structured. But some have no rules. They let their kids learn almost entirely on their own. It's called unschooling, and it's getting more attention. 14-year-old Jude Steffers-Wilson's unschooled, and Amy Milstein unschools her kids, although her kids didn't want to be on TV. So, Amy, why do you unschool? What's it mean?
It really means learning without a curriculum, learning through your life, learning through things that motivate you internally, things that you're interested in.
But I would have just watched TV all day.
Well, you know what? Maybe you would have watched TV all day for a while. But my kids know that I trust them. They know that they can pursue their interests, and they really make good decisions about what they do during the day.
Your son is playing Minecraft?
Right. That's the big thing right now is Minecraft, which is a video program where you can build things, you learn about different building materials and how to set up pistons and circuits, and you create this whole
What if they just
world.
vegged out?
They could do that if they wanted to, but generally speaking, and they do sometimes, of course, but that gets old after a while.
Jude, what do you do?
I basically do what normal kids do, but not really. I do it on my own.
And don't you worry that you're not going to learn the stuff you need to learn to succeed?
No, I mean, what do you think I need to learn to succeed?
Math.
English. I learn
reading.
math. I learn math. I learn English. And there's
How?
I read. I write. As I said, Mr. Stossel. Yeah, but
And why? When I was your age, I hated school. I would have done nothing.
So did I. I never fit into school. It was never me. School just never fit into me. I could not do anything.
You left school at age 12.
Yes, sir.
And there were discipline problems at the school. It's a New York City school.
It was a East Harlem school, yeah.
People on your father's side of the family say things like, what about the SATs?
Yeah. I don't like that. I mean, why?
Well, what about the SATs?
What about the SATs? Why do I need to be tested to go to college? I may not want to go to college when I'm 18. I may want to go to college when I'm 25, 40, 50. I don't know.
I would also say that there are a lot of colleges that have specific admissions processes for homeschooled kids. Some of them don't require the SATs, others do, but it's only a small part of what they look at. A lot of these kids put together portfolios, and they show the projects they've done, places they've worked.
That's my plan.
Books they've read, and the universities really get a fuller picture of what the kid's life is like. And as you said, they love homeschooled kids. Homeschooled kids generally do very well in college.
People say they won't know how to socialize. They're home alone.
Double team now. Okay, you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
That's a myth. That's a big myth in homeschooling. In fact, the reason my husband and I decided to homeschool was we knew a family with kids, and they were amazing socially, and that was the first thing I noticed, was how well they fit in no matter where they were, with adults, with kids.
How do they learn it?
They live in the world. I mean, in nowhere in the world are you segregated by age except in school.
Every 3 months you have to send a report to the state.
The parents.
Yes, the parents. Mm-hmm. To say what? We're still here? He can multiply?
Yeah.
It's basically to tell them what we've been doing. As unschoolers, it's a bit more free-form, obviously, than someone following a curriculum. For myself, I keep kind of a daily journal of what we've been doing, and then I put that into a report that I know will satisfy the state regulations.
Troy, what's 5 times 9?
5 times 9, 45.
You're absolutely right. People say this is a religious thing, and many homeschoolers are devout Christians.
I'll take this on. I'm not religious at all. I hope I don't offend anybody, but I'm not religious, and I kind of think it's another myth, as she said, as when you said it's not social. It's not. strictly religious.
Started that way, but less so
Yeah.
over
Yes.
time. Amy, I give you the last word.
Okay.
This sounds weird to people.
It does, I know it does. But it's really natural if you think about it. We're all self-directed learners at birth. Nobody teaches us how to walk with a curriculum. Nobody teaches us speaking. Kids grow up in bilingual households. They have no problem taking on 2 languages. Only at the age of 5 do we suddenly decide that everything has to be forced on kids. The learning has to be a forced situation, that somehow magically they'll stop learning on their own, and that's just not the case.
Thank you, Amy and Jude. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up, my president says the way to improve education is for government to offer more school earlier. After all, everyone loves Head Start.
Head Start has been such an extraordinary success over all these years.